fight fans? So, Tyson Fury pretty much did what we all expected him to do. He pretty much we already knew that he was going to go in there and do whatever it is that he wanted to do. He was going to pretty much out jab him, out strike him, pretty much overwhelm him with strikes. You know what Tyson Fury reminds me of? What he was able to do with Derek Chisora? If you, and everyone knows I'm a big fan of Nick and Nate Diaz. That's what it reminds me of. Tyson Fury reminds me of a version of Nick and Nate Diaz who just overwhelms you with punches. You know, he doesn't really have that one hard punch status. You know, like that Deontay Wilder power. He doesn't have that kind of power in his hands. Even though he does have some power in his hands, but he just has those pop shots. Those shots where he just keeps popping you and popping you and popping you, overwhelming you, you know, pretty much making you just breaking you down little by little, I should say. He's just breaking you down little by little by little with just those shots. And that's what something like a Nick and Nate Diaz would do. And that's what Tyson Fury's been doing for the past few fights. We've seen him do that with Deontay Wilder, where he just overwhelmed him with shots and pretty much caught him with a few clean ones after overwhelming him and pretty much overpowering him. Well, not really overpowering him, overstriking him. And pretty much got Deontay Wilder really tired. And that's what he got with Derek Chisora. He got Derek Chisora really tired. You know, Derek Chisora went in there. He's still a game fighter. He's still a game fighter. He's still a very good fighter. He is no punk. He is not someone that's just going to go in there and just go in there for a paycheck. He's actually going to try to win. And that's what Derek Chisora did. He went in there and tried to win. He went in there with those body shots. He went in there trying to slug. He knew he wasn't going to be able to really reach Tyson Fury at his chin because of the height advantage and the fact that, you know, you didn't want to stay on the outside too long because, again, you know, Tyson Fury just has that extra long length. And he's able to jab him anytime he wants to and connect with him. So, of course, Derek Chisora had to do his best to make it a dogfight, to really make it really nasty and dirty. And go in there with those body shots. And as much as he tried, he definitely tried. But, unfortunately, we already knew the story. We already knew what was going to happen. We already knew the ending. And that's what Tyson Fury did. He stopped Derek Chisora, I believe it was in the 8th, maybe 9th round, if I'm correct. Please don't quote me on that. But nonetheless, it pretty much went down like we wanted. We knew what was going to happen. All due respect to Derek Chisora, but we already know he shouldn't have even been in there. After those 2 fights, he already had lost to Tyson Fury in his earlier career, in the earlier days. So what's next? What we already saw what was next. We already saw a big glimpse of what could be next, I should say. Because there's still, obviously, we already know when it comes to boxing, when it comes to putting fights together, it's easier said than done. Sometimes you got to put contracts, you got to put networks, you got to put promoters all in the same room, and it's hard to hash things out. It's hard to make things happen. You know, we already know this. It sucks. It really does suck. But it looks like it's going to be Usyk versus Tyson Fury. You know, you already saw Usyk. He was no punk. He was not scared at all. You know, as soon as they asked Tyson Fury, who is next? Usyk right away got up off his seat, went over there to the ring rope and said, hey, I'm right here. I'm in your face. I ain't running. I ain't scared. I ain't afraid of you. Let's do this. That's what I got from Usyk, even though Usyk pretty much just stared at him. As Tyson Fury pretty much said everything he needs to say, talking the trash, talking all kinds of smack to Usyk, which is what Tyson Fury does. Tyson Fury is known for doing that. And that's why we enjoy him. That's why it's exciting to see him. Because he's just this trash, loudmouth fighter who is also really, really good. Who is also could be the pound for pound best. Honestly, you should put him at number 3 pound for pound, anywhere between number 3, 2, or 1. One of those easy. And I guarantee you, he definitely would be on that list 100% once this fight goes down. So this is actually going to be a very good fight, guys. A very good fight. A very exciting fight because it's new, fresh. It's like, I know it's like a fresh new fight because, of course, we already saw with the Deontay Wilder trilogy that they went down. The Dillian White, no disrespect, but we already knew what was going to happen there. And the Derek Chisora, we already knew what was going to happen there. This is a fight we do not know what's going to happen, guys. We really don't know. Because, you know, Usyk is no punk. Usyk is not no wash-up fighter or no run-over fighter. He is definitely one hell of a fighter. We already seen the beatdown that he was able to put over Anthony Joshua. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying. Anthony Joshua wasn't good or Anthony Joshua. No, Anthony Joshua was actually a really good heavyweight, guys. A really good heavyweight. He put away a lot of fighters himself. You know, even though he was a bodybuilder and he did get stopped by Andy Ruiz, but he got that win back. He definitely got that win back. So it could be that they're already two in, and there could be possibly a matchup, a third fight together, and he could possibly face Deontay Wilder. So don't count out Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is actually a really really good heavyweight, a really good fighter. But at the end of the day, I know we all wanted that fight. We definitely wanted that fight. I wanted that fight. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Even now, after those losses that he went down, with Usyk and Andrew Ruiz, I still want that Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight because I know it'll be exciting. Because I know the press conferences will be exciting. Because I know even the post fight is going to be exciting. Everything's going to be exciting regarding that fight, and hopefully we do get that fight at the end of the year, of next year, 2023. But with that being said, Usyk is definitely no sleeper. Usyk has one hell of a skills, has tremendous skills. Yeah, he spent most of his career as a cruiserweight, but you look at what he was able to do and look what he was able to accomplish at heavyweight. He pretty much beat Anthony Joshua with ease, like with no struggle at all. It was not even a back and forth battle. Yeah, Anthony Joshua had some rounds, but he was able to dictate the fight. He was able to push outmuscle the heavyweight, outmuscle the muscle man. Pretty much dictated and said, "You're fighting on my terms, you're fighting my style," and that's what he did to Anthony Joshua. So yeah, it's going to be a really good fight, a really really good fight, and I do feel like Usyk can have the skills to give Tyson Fury some problems. He does. I'm not saying he could beat him because Tyson Fury is by far the best heavyweight fighter right now walking. I don't see any other fighter in the world ever beating him. Honestly, I don't even think there's any fighter that could beat him past or present. The fighters that could possibly give him trouble are fighters like back in the day. Like you look at the Klitschko's, even though Tyson Fury did beat him, but I could see them possibly giving Tyson Fury trouble. Even a Lennox Lewis could give Tyson Fury some trouble. But some of these other guys, I do not see it. I could see Deontay Wilder giving Tyson Fury some trouble if he had some more boxing skills behind him. Because we know he didn't spend his whole life boxing, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder didn't really spend a large portion of his life boxing. He just got into it in his earlier 20s to help out his daughter, if I remember correctly. So if you put the boxing skill from like an Anthony Joshua, and you put it with the power that Deontay Wilder possesses, that could be a really big problem for Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury, you saw in that third fight, he got dropped again. He got dropped twice in one round. I believe it was the 6th or 7th round around that time frame. Where before the fight got stopped eventually, where Tyson Fury did finish him. But he did give Tyson Fury trouble. He dropped him again in the first fight. He dropped him twice. So if he was able to develop some kind of boxing, real true technical boxing skill, he could give Tyson Fury some trouble. So with that being said, outside of those guys, I really don't see very many people giving Tyson Fury much of a challenge. And that's including Usyk. Usyk has the ability to do it, but do I see it happening? It's hard. It's really hard because just the technique and the technical and the boxing ability that Tyson Fury has, it's just amazing. And what's a big issue is his height. He is 6'9", and his reach is just, I can't even remember. I think it's like 81, 82, somewhere around there. Maybe it could even be bigger, maybe it could be smaller. Don't quote me on that. But just all that together, and he's able to combine that with his great footwork, with his great speed, with his ability to just pretty much overwhelm you with punches. His jab is just pretty much always on point. It's so accurate. It's literally impossible for him to miss anybody. So yeah, I do see it being very difficult for Usyk. But Usyk is, again, like I mentioned before, is no punk. He was able to put a whooping on Anthony Joshua, who is young, who is strong, who is a really good heavyweight, who has put away a lot of heavyweights as well, including Chisora, including Dillian White, including Ruiz. I believe he even went against guys like Jennings and Povalek, and look at the war he had with Klitschko. So again, Joshua is no sleeper. Joshua is not no pushover fighter. So you can't discount Usyk because he beat just Joshua. Joshua is a really good heavyweight, a really good fighter. So and he was, like I said, he was able to do all that with ease. He did it no problem to Anthony Joshua. So that's why I said, guys, this is going to be one hell of a fight if this goes down. And I really hope it does. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is the actual fight that's going to happen, if it's going to go down. Let me know. Let me know what you think is going to be the outcome. Let me know who you think is going to win. I want to hear it all, guys. Let me know. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.